Hey everybody, welcome to Azumi Game Devtober Devlog for days 20 and 21. Yesterday I did not record a game dev because I barely did any game dev because I went home to see my dad, hung out, watched some movies, and just shot the shit. I hadn't seen him in a while. So, yeah, yesterday was kind of a not eventful day. But today I did a bunch of stuff. It was mostly just bug fixes, but I did do some other things as well. So let's just jump right the fuck into it. Fix that glitch with the skull. I did some bug fixes on Azumi herself. Some of the things I'm not even going to be able to demo because they're so hard to do. One of the things that I found out while playing the game, and this is something I'm not going to be able to demo, so I'm just going to tell you about it, is that there's a lot of enemies, and the dodge, when you use it, my phone's going off, I don't know where it is. Oh, it's right near the microphone, of course. It's gotta make the most noise possible, I'm sorry. The dodge, there's no, it's just a static amount of movement, like you move X amount of space every time you hit the button. It's not like a jump where the longer you hold the jump, the more you jump. Like this is just, the dodge, just you dodge. It's a straight up thing. So I find that sometimes I would dodge, and the dodge would end overlapping an enemy, and then you'd take damage, which sucks. Like, it doesn't feel good. It feels bad. Like, it feels like the game gypped you there. Like, no, I dodged the attack I was trying to dodge, but it just placed me, just so happened to place me into another enemy. And this is dumb, and I don't like it. Because you don't have any movement control, really, when you're dodging. Like, you can kind of go left and right, but if you end the dodge right over something, like, it feels bad. So I retooled the way the dodge works, so that now, if the dodge ends and you're overlapping an enemy, it adds more to the dodge. So you can actually like get an extra burst of speed if you end a dodge on an enemy. So instead of taking damage from that, because you can't really control it, it'll add like another 10% onto your dodge and push you forward a little bit more so you can push past it and you won't take that hit. Maybe that might have fixed the bug that I was having with the dodge thing as well, because I was having a lot of trouble with the timer that controlled the dodge, and I reset it up now so that instead of just dodging and starting a timer, it starts a timer, and while the timer is going down, the dodge takes effect. So the extra boost happens when you end the dodge, like when the timer hits 0, and then the dodge ends. If you're overlapping something, it just adds more to the timer and sets you off. You start moving again. So that might have fixed that bug. I don't know. I haven't been able to do it again. So we'll see. I'm sure if I open this up, maybe the first thing that'll happen is I'll trigger the bug again and I'll scream. Other things is the turrets. The turret enemy here has been a real pain in the ass. There's a lot of things to do. One of the things, I have this little like laser sight thing. So he tracks your movement, and then this little laser points at you, kind of like in the enemy playground file from a couple days ago. But now I have an actual thing, and I have a beam that he fires now. The beam is kind of like this, like, I called it a bile beam, which is kind of gross, but I can just preview it here. It's like this beam of like puke. Looks kind of gross. Kind of looks like shit. So I might change it. I might change it to a blood beam. Just change it like all like different shades of red. Just kind of like pukes blood at you. Right now it's a bile beam, and kind of gross. I have initially had it set up so it would do damage to both you and the enemies. But the problem is when you have it set to do damage to both you and the enemies, it can hit itself, and then it sets it into like a state that I can't swap out of. So it's causing some bugs. So if I can find a way to have it like hit enemies except for itself, that would be nice. But I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So I'm going to try and launch this and pray to God there are no bugs. But let's try it. I'm going to hit the button now. Okay. I also made the window disappeared. Okay. I'm probably getting shot already. Yeah, as I expected. I made the playing window bigger so you can kind of see more of what you're doing. Oh, and I also set it so the enemies, they spawn from both sides of the layout now, like the little flyer guys. So they'll come from both ends of like the screen. So you can see they don't just kind of pop in out of nowhere. You can always see them coming. So I'm not going to be able to show the dodge. Oh, you can see that. See that? I went a little further because the dodge ended right over an enemy. So instead of taking damage, which would have been annoying, you now kind of get a little extra boost of speed. Oh yeah, I can actually kind of do it pretty effectively. A couple times now, I just did it in a row. So that's the new dodge mechanic. It feels way better than taking a hit. You just dodge more. Like, you get a bigger dodge. It's kind of cool. So you might even be able to use that for like enemies. Not enemies, puzzles at some point. Maybe like certain places you can only reach by like timing a dodge over an enemy to give you that extra boost. I don't know. Here's the turret. You can see as soon as it comes on screen and it sees you, you get a laser that kind of tracks. And then eventually, bleh, pukes out this laser thing at you. This bile beam, and you can dodge it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot to deal with. The problem I have right now that I still can't fix, that I don't know how to do, is it's on the beam fires every 4 seconds, and the counter's counting down whether it has you in its sights or not. So sometimes you'll jump right in and it'll just immediately shoot at you. It's not like a normal turret where you get like a predictable countdown every time it has its sights on you, so you can't like judge it. Sometimes you'll just immediately get hit, and sometimes you'll have time to react. So I gotta find a way to set the turret so that every time you enter its sights, the countdown to the firing resets, because then I can start making visual assets that cue you into how close it is to being hit, or how close it is to firing, I should say. But right now I can't do that, and it sucks. But yeah, that's it. And then I have a hit animation, but not a kill animation for it. So you can't kill the damn thing yet, because I don't have an animation for it. I don't know how I want it to work. But you hit it, it just kind of jiggles, which is cool, I guess. But yeah, that's really it. It does like 3 points of damage. There you go. When it hits you, so it does a lot. It does a lot of damage. And I want to add like another thing. Maybe a little like blood spurts will come out of it when I hit it. But yeah, that's where we're at. There's just a lot. There's a lot of bugs that still need to be fixed, just in general. And like collision in general it doesn't feel good yet. Like when you get hurt, it feels really bad. And like, I guess it's kind of good that it feels bad, because it's just like, you feel like, ow, fuck, that hurt. But also it feels like, ow, this is not fun. So the dodge thing really fixed one of those things, because now you just kind of, your dodge just keeps going, which is really nice. But yeah, I gotta find a way to make the game feel even better, because right now that there's like actual things going on, there's a lot to dodge. And yeah, so like, it just sucks when you dodge right into something. Or a lot of the times I'll just jump and I'll hit these fucking flyers, because they'll always be in my way. So maybe these aren't the best enemy to use, or maybe I should just reduce their count, because right now they keep spawning until there's 5 of them. Maybe I'll reduce it to like 3 or something, because you can see like things like that where you just, oh fuck, you get railed. Like, that's obviously not going to happen. Like, these aren't going to be, the turrets aren't going to spawn in a place like, oh, you spawn right on top of a turret. It's not going to happen. So like, a lot of this game feels still is like, it's not exactly final product situations. But I just want to make sure that it feels good, and that's why I want to get like a fucking pre-alpha or something in the hands of you guys, so you can start doing testing and be like, oh yeah, this feels good or this feels bad. But yeah, I'm spent for the day. Debugging this shit was hell. Some stuff just stopped working in the middle of working, and I had to add like nested else statements to the fucking turret just so this little sight beam, like laser sight, would go away at the right point, and it's dumb. It's fucking stupid. It's complicated. So that's what I got. That's day 20 and 21. We're getting close to the end of Devtober. We got 10 days left before Devtober is dev over. So yeah, we won't, the playable version of the demo, like the final demo, is not going to be up till November 8th. I just got hit by nothing. That was weird. Maybe the frame rate's just so low that I can't see shit, because the game always runs like ass when I'm screen recording. But that's all I got. I'm done. I'm ranting now. I'm gonna go watch TV or something, because oh, that's right, that's another thing I gotta fix. Since the beam is technically in the enemy group, you can like cut it and do damage to it, which needs to be fixed, because that's not good. But yeah, I didn't trigger a bug this entire time. So that's a first. I'll take my victories where I can get it. I don't know what's hitting me though, just random shit. So yeah, that's lame. Anyways, I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for day 22.